Commodores. I'm Chelle.
And I'm Jamie.
And this is The Rundown. This week on Gulf Coast campus, we have a lot of things going on Super Saturday this weekend. If you're a high school senior or a potential student, you know someone that's thinking about going to college next year, this Saturday is just for you. 9 till noon, Gulf Coast College will have advisors to guide you through admissions, classes, and financial aid. A bonus of coming to this event is a $20 application fee that will be waived for the Super Saturday event. If you haven't caught the latest production over at the Gulf Coast Visual and Performing Arts Department, you have your last chance this weekend. One Man, Two Governors has its final run-through. Friday and Saturday shows are at 7:30 p.m. and Sunday matinee is at 2:30 p.m. in the Amelia Center Theater. If you want to make sure you have your ticket, you can go to gulfcoast.edu/arts to purchase tickets online. Also over at the Amelia Center, inside the gallery, an exhibit of mixed media by Elise Krista Michaiah, named Ubiquity, continues to be on display through November 9th, so make sure you check out some of these events going on Gulf Coast campus. Now over to Jamie for some much-needed study tips.
Let's take it back to the basics. This week's study tip is going to be about elevating your notes through highlighting, underlining, and marking with symbols, also known as annotating your notes. A great highlighting hack would be to label the different color highlighters you have for a specific function. This way you can recognize why it's important just by seeing the color. Underlining is very useful if you don't have highlighters handy. By simply underlining the important fact or definition, you make it stand out against your notes. And finally, marking your notes with symbols such as question marks or exclamation points can provide an even faster way to mark the spots in your notes you can easily look back on and review. I hope these tips help in wanting to take your notes to the next level. Now, back to Chelle with sports.
Gulf Coast Lady Commodores volleyball team goes out with a win for this end of the season. They took on Concordia College Friday night in Selma, Alabama, and beat them 3-0. The ladies ended the season at 0-8 and the conference at 6-17 overall for this season. Now on to Commodores basketball, which takes off this weekend. They play 2 games in Niceville, Sneads on Friday and Ball State on Saturday. Tip-off begins at 1:30 for both days. All games and all sports are on Gulf Coast State College's website, gcathletics.com, for all of your stats, schedules, and rosters.
This week's Sunny Story is about a journey to overcoming the impossible. In 2005, when Victoria Arlen was just 11 years old, she became very ill, lost the ability to move, and she went into a coma for years. Doctors finally were able to diagnose her with 2 rare autoimmune disorders that caused swelling in her brain and spinal cord. The doctors told her family that she may live in a permanent vegetative state with very little chance of recovery. But Victoria had other plans. She said she was able to hear the doctors doubting her, and it made her want to fight even harder to come back. In 2009, after almost 4 years in a coma, she began to learn how to speak, eat, move, and function again. Against all odds, she began coming back to life. She went on to compete in the 2012 Summer Paralympics, where she won 4 medals for Team USA in swimming. And in March of last year, she learned how to walk after nearly a decade of being paralyzed from the waist down. She still doesn't have feeling in her legs, but she tells herself in her head to put one foot in front of the other. Currently, Victoria is competing on Dancing with the Stars, where she's learning how to do intricate dances and continues to inspire America each week with every new performance. Victoria so perfectly embodies that the power of positive thinking can lead you to accomplish anything you set your mind to.
That was a very inspirational story this week, Jamie. All right, that's it for this week's Rundown. I'm Chelle.
And I'm Jamie. Make sure you tune in next week to see Jake and Michaiah back in the studio.